Testing, testing, testing. I am hopping on to see if we have action. Testing, testing, testing. Live in 228. Okay, not working yet. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm just going to, hello, 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 welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just going to wait until our actual start time. I logged on a little bit early to give people a little bit of space to, hi Gary, yay! Sound is fine, woohoo, yay, I can see you, okay, good. Yes, I got all this new technology that the kids set up for me so that it's now, I'm still always nervous because I'm like, oh no, camera, microphone, all these things. Yeah, technology is not my strong suit. Luckily, I have younger people that know about technology. How is everybody doing? Give me a little shout out in the chat here. I've got a chat window set up that I can see you all in. Let's see if I can move it closer to the center of the screen and take my face and move it over here. There we go. Welcome, 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 guys. Hopefully a couple more people join us in the next 2 minutes, and that'll be lovely. And good today. Excellent. Good energy coming in. That's good. Yay. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the U Movement. Welcome to today's live read. We're going to go live in 1 more minute. We'll start pulling cards in 1 more minute. It's a beautiful day here in Canada, in Ontario, where I am. I hope you guys are enjoying a beautiful day as well. We are the 7-7 portal. Well, isn't that exciting? What the heck is a 7-7 portal? I kind of look at it, it's funny, my son, when he was young, used to play this game called Ratchet and Clank on the video game, and I wanted to be the cool parent. So what I would do is I would stay up late at night and I would play the video game because he was just little. And then when he had a question and said, Mom, I don't know how to do something, I'd be like, oh, here, let's see if I can figure it out for you. I totally had him fooled. He thought that I was the coolest parent in the world because I knew how to do video games. It's because I stayed up really, really late after I put him to bed and practice. But the point of this story is on one of these video games, there was this lock sequence that you had to unlock. It was like a puzzle that you had to unlock with lasers, and you had to get everything lined up properly. Zing, 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 all these like inner layers and then outer layers, and then when it was all lined up, a laser would go zing and all the way through and unlock the door. And so that's kind of long story to get to the point. That's kind of like the Sirius portal. So the universe has lined up certain things, which has created an opening, a portal of energy that brings in a whole blast of energy down to Earth from the planet Sirius. And Sirius is known as the spiritual sun, our spiritual sun. So from the time that we have been in, Egyptian times, Atlantean times, the planetary realm has been looked at for lots of information. So today is the opening of the 7-7 portal, where this energy is given to us from Sirius. And what it's supposed to do is bring in a whole bunch of energy that is going to assist with manifestation. Well, wouldn't that be nice? So now more than ever, if you're seeing some synchronicities, like 111, 777, certain things that keep showing up in your life, maybe a swan. Well, I'm seeing swans everywhere I go, or I'm seeing crows. If you see a lot of synchronicities in that moment, think to yourself, what is it that I want? And send up a little prayer of manifestation right then and there. So utilize the energy that's coming in. So because today is the 7-7, I'm going to start today's read. So welcome everybody that's joined us. Cloudy and cool in England. Well, the energy is still hitting you even through the clouds. So that's a good thing. So we're starting today's read, and that doesn't want to go back in, so that's our card, with the Starseed Oracle. And we've had this card before, so things are still kind of the same, similar energies are still moving us along. So we're starting in with baby steps. So we are climbing, we are ascending, we are moving somewhere. I'm trying to get that in as close as I can to the camera. You can see a staircase and a little person. And what's he doing? He's walking up into a gateway. And this is a spiritual card because it's a lot of very violet energies. So crown chakra energies, connection to spirit type of energies. So this is good. And you can see that once going through this gateway, this little person is going to go into the complete unknown. So right now you could very much be in an energy of what's in front of me, what is happening, I don't know, but I'm going to keep every single day doing a little bit more work towards getting me to where I want to get. So is that spiritual work? Is that body work? Is that mind work? Is that emotion work? Each of us is at different stages on this journey and on a different step, perhaps, of the staircase. So baby steps says action. For achieve in our ABLE program, achieve one small thing every single day towards your goal. So maybe that is, okay, I'm going to get my sleep schedule more on track so that I can get outside early in the morning and do some grounding. There's an action step, an achievement that you can make. Maybe it's working towards getting some yin yoga on. A lot of people are joining the yin yoga, and yay for that, because your body is going to thank you for it. Maybe it's doing something in your 3D world, like myself. I'm spending every single day trying to achieve something to get my house in order so that I can prepare it for sale. So I am painting and cleaning windows and cleaning light bulbs, all of these types of things. So little baby action steps. What are little baby action steps that you can get? If you're feeling overwhelmed and I need to know what my goal is right here, right now, well, we don't know yet. It's still a mystery to us. So all you can do is have a kind of idea of where it is that you want to get, and every single day take one solitary baby step towards bringing you closer and closer to this portal, okay? So it also says, follow your intuition. I told you, lots of violet energy coming in. So connecting to crown chakra, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So you're not going to get to have all the pieces of the puzzle. No matter how many times I have sent up a prayer to God, Spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it, and said, please send me an email with my itinerary. I want to know a full syllabus of what's in front of me, what is happening. And no email has arrived. And I've been asking for a really long time because I want to know everything, because that's the way my mind works. When we have a lot of trauma, we want to know. The unknown is scary. So knowing is less scary. But this is something that we have to overcome on this staircase of ascension, is overcoming the need to know things all the time, and accept that we are not going to get that email. That email's not coming. We are not going to get a syllabus outlining the entire trajectory of your soul's plan. Your soul knows. And you just need to have faith and trust that your soul is leading you in the direction that you need to go. And when you are meant to get more information, you'll get more information in that divine time. Divine time, divine way. I have written on my wall for a very long period of time, Spirit will provide what I need when I need it. So say that one with me. Spirit will provide what I need when I need it. And divine time is not ego time. Ego time is New York time, and soul time is island time. Those aren't the same things. You may think there's only one time, but there is not. So next we're going to hop into, for a little bit of fun, the little box of motivational shit. Because we all need a kick in the ass sometimes. And so, yes, we're going to pull that one up. I'm going to move this around out of here. So sometimes it's fun. And this deck was a bit of a ripoff that I saw on Facebook. And I was like, oh, I have to have that because of the name. And somebody's made little cards that are laminated. So a little warning that comes with this deck in this moment, because I was told to pull this, is be careful what you, put your eye on, because it's not always what it might seem. But we're going to utilize this little box of shit and see what message comes out for us. Because, even when it's, there we go. Don't give up. You have a lot of motherfuckers to prove wrong. Well, that's a great message. I'm enjoying that. And it is actually quite apt in my life, so maybe it's going to work for you. This awakening journey doesn't make a lot of sense to other people who aren't awakening. So if you're on the ascension path, or you're having a twin flame experience, or you're having, a kundalini, and from the outsiders looking in, they might be like, what is happening? Are you losing your mind? Get your life in order. Pull yourself together. What is happening? So they may have zero understanding whatsoever and be projecting a lot of their fears, their worries, their insecurities upon you. And so just because somebody projects something onto you doesn't mean you need to pick it up. So when, they have their own limiting beliefs of what life is supposed to look like and what you're supposed to do. And it follows this nice orderly structure of, go to college, get a job, get married, have kids, retire, die. And the awakening comes along and goes to that plan and sends you completely into a different direction. And you're doing this process of climbing this staircase and going through all these steps to lead you to where soul wants you to get, not some ordered definition by 3D matrix visions of what it needs to look like. So if you're feeling a disconnect, and you can see that this person's walking up this pathway all by themselves, if you're feeling a disconnect from some of your people, your original tribesmen, your family, your legal ties, and they're like, no, what you're doing is no. And you're like, listen, I got no choice in the matter. I gotta go where I'm being led. When it happens to you, perhaps that you'll then understand. And when I get through this gateway and get cleared of all my trauma and healed all my stuff and, dug myself out of all the bullshittery, I'm gonna prove you wrong. There is going to be at some point a reckoning where they're gonna be like, oh, I got it. But until that time comes, you can't really worry about it. You just have to keep going one step at a time, one step at a time. And it may mean that you leave some of these people behind for a period of time because there's just no common understanding. The commonality, it's like a giant oak tree can see really far into the future and see all kinds of things and say, hey, look, there's a mountain over there. But a bunch of saplings are going to be like, no, there's a big thing over there. There's no big thing over there. There's no mountain over there. But that's because they haven't yet reached that same step as you. So their vantage point is a different point. So there's not much point arguing with people in the present moment and saying, I'm gonna prove to you here and now this, that, and the other. No, just let it go. Continue moving yourself on up the ladder, and in time, it'll all become crystal clear to the people that may be laying some judgment, some criticism, some critique upon what you're doing or what you're not doing, or how you're showing up or how you're not showing up. So if there's a bit of a divide, and I just posted the other day on Facebook, Kundalini Awakening, it's when strangers become family and family becomes strangers. So all of a sudden there's a reshuffling. So if you feel that a lot of people are pointing a finger at you and saying what you're doing is wrong, don't worry about it. It'll all work itself out in the wash, as the saying goes, because it's just two different vantage points at this stage. So we are going to, yes, they think we are nutty. Yes, well, Kundalini cult. That's hilarious. We've got comment. My ex-friend thinks I'm in a Kundalini cult. Yes, not a cult at all. Farthest thing from it, but it's certainly because it's bringing you back into self, as opposed to it's actually escaping from the cult. More to the point, because you're escaping from the paradigm of the matrix that everything has to be that certain way, and Kundalini comes along and goes, oh, but no, that life is so much bigger than this, and you're about to expand. So next up, I have the Flower Oracle, and I've pulled the African Violet spirituality. So we're on a theme with the spiritual stuff, Violet, and don't give up. You're on your own path, and we have. It's time to connect with what you believe. Ooh, this is beautiful. Okay, so we've got the African Violet here. Again, violet tones, so crown chakra, spirituality. On this path, your beliefs change. They shift. There's a lot of shifts and changes, and it's coming into a stronger foundation of believing in something that's higher and greater than you. And others don't need to believe what you believe for it to be true for you. And so keep that in mind when connecting in to your belief is like union with self, and connecting into belief with something higher and more powerful is like literally getting a connection, plugging yourself into something spirit. So as we're doing the spiritual work and doing the meditation and doing the prayer and doing the yin yoga and doing the body work and doing the healing and doing the purging and doing the releasing and all of these other things that we're doing on this path that we're currently on, it's going to strengthen that signal. So the signal gets, clearer. It's like upgrading your Wi-Fi signal to the highest and greatest. But keep in mind, when you're going through certain stages of the awakening path, particularly the phase of the void, there are times when you need to upload. And while you're uploading, you may feel a real disconnect. And it's not that you've actually disconnected, it's that there's an upgrade or a download, both of those words can apply, happening. And it's like your cell phone, when it needs to have an upgrade done, you hit upgrade, and then for the time that it's upgrading, you can't connect, you can't go on your phone, you can't play on the apps. And so it feels like you're disconnected, but you're not disconnected. You're just, it's busy doing something else. So if you're going through one of the phases like the void where you're feeling a disconnection to spirit, that's when you're really being tested on that belief. It's like, I'm going to believe that I'm going to get out the other end of whatever this fogginess is in the next 3 days or a week and come out the other side, as well as the fact that I'm going to believe that spirit is still there for me and still listening to me, even though I might not be hearing anything or feeling anything. I'm feeling a sense of disconnection from it right now. So don't worry if there is any sense of disconnection. You just got to keep that belief and that strength going for you. Next up, we're going to move into the Spirit Animal Oracle. I like this guy, but it's a big deck. I've got one card left behind here. Okay, so I have a dog showing itself to me on the other side. This deck is massive. Dog is all about loyalty and companionship, so that's a nice side that things might be coming in for us, more soul tribe, soul family starting to arrive, and that would be lovely. Because it is a lovely sensation, and I just talked about this on the video that I did earlier today. I don't know if you caught that, talking about union with soul tribe and soul connection. It blows your mind when it starts to happen, because all of a sudden you start having connections with people that see the same things that you see and feel the same things that you feel. And you're like, wow, this is awesome. This is the most amazing thing ever. Okay, so I had 2 cards come out, and I'm going to keep them both. And first up, we have Panther. I like this energy. So Panther, courage. And you can see in this card a balance, and I like the way they've done this because it's a balance of dark and light energy, which is to me very much that courage that's required to, if you think of the yin yang, and on this journey what we're doing is we're collapsing duality. That's what's happening as we're walking up these stairs. Each stair is its own paradigm of things that we need to face, and so when we need to have a lot of courage as spiritual warriors, climbing the staircase, going through this ascension, going through your Kundalini, because what's happening is, again, and this came to me early, is you're going in and out of the shadowy stuff and back into the light of, aha, I got it, and then back into the shadow to dig out more, and then, aha, I got it. And so there's these depths of digging into the dark places, facing the shadow, doing the trauma work, releasing the stuff that has kept us trapped, and then coming back into this new level of awareness of like, when you get those downloads, all of a sudden something that has been you've been struggling with for 30, 50, however many years, all of a sudden makes sense. I know why I do that. I remember this situation happened, and I remember I felt like this, and now I've been doing all my inner child work and giving my inner child what it needs, and I've brought this duality back into this paradigm. It collapses and comes back in on itself. So where we were feeling victimized, and we go in and face the shadows of what that situation does, and we counter it with opposing energies, we collapse it in upon itself and bring us back into a state of harmony. So it takes a lot of courage and stealth maneuvering. If you think of a panther is very stealth. They move, and when they finally have in their eye, their prey that they want, it's like a sudden move. But moving into that awareness may require some stealth maneuvering, some quiet, and silence and observation, being in the observer, watching, pulling yourself back into your highest self and observing and watching what's at play. When you get triggered, when you get, when the inner child is acting out, when you're feeling certain feelings that are undesirable, to be in that energy of, I'm going to watch, I'm going to wait, I'm going to observe, I'm going to see, and I'm going to do the work because I'm here to clear it out. I'm here to bring light to the situation. Look, beautiful light coming out of this panther's eyes. Next up, we have the giraffe. Oh, look. And we have heart energy. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense to me because I have in the last few days, so I don't know how many other people are mentioning that, dealing with this, but I've been having a lot of heart chakra activations. And heart chakra activations can come on, like I physically feel pain. I am a clairsentient empath, so when I'm picking up on energies, I physically feel it in my body. And oftentimes when I'm having any kind of work that the energy is clearing at the heart, I am physically, it is tight, it is clenched. So what I have been doing in the last few days is doing a lot of massage work, as well as a lot of the yin yoga positions that are heart center focused. So that might be Sphinx pose, or like fish. What is it called? The fish, where you're on your back. Those are really good ones. Or bleeding heart pose. If you don't know these poses, I have no doubt that Yoga with Cassandra has a couple of heart-centered yin yoga classes, and I highly recommend those. They're fantastic. We have lots of green energy here representing the heart chakra, and what's happening is our hearts are actually expanding. That's why it's called like a heart expansion, because the energetic center of the heart chakra that is spinning is increasing, and as it increases our capacity for unconditional love. It expands our capacity for compassion, not only for self but for others, our capacity for forgiveness. It helps clear out some inner childhood wounds in regards to those types of issues as well. So if there's a feeling of belonging, or they don't believe me, or they don't love me, or where are my people, there can be some wounds at play in the heart chakra. Further wounds, of course, can happen through romantic partnerships and romantic relationships. So getting self back into heart work is really important. And I did a heart chakra video myself in the chakra playlist. Please check it out if you haven't watched it already, because at the end of that video there's a half an hour of information on tools and techniques and strategies that you can use to help clear out your heart chakra. So any wounds that are happening in the heart chakra can be going on, and can help. That video can definitely help. It's got a lot of information, not only of the causes of some of the trauma and diseases in the heart chakra, but as well as ways to help clear out the heart chakra. So nice, lots of breath work is definitely advisable as well. And I just love, I don't know if this is going to make too much noise, but seriously, a little bit of pumping and thumping and clearing the congestion, as well as because heart chakra is associated with our lungs. I am currently in my room, I have my aromatherapies going with eucalyptus and tea tree, so I can breathe that just a little bit more depth into the lungs. And so practice some breath work. I also have a breath work playlist. If you want to really challenge yourself to do some of the breath work that I enjoy doing, depending on what stage. Now, this is going to come with a little bit of a warning, because if where you're at has a lot of excess energy in the head, please don't do breath work. Now's not the time necessarily to do that. That can intensify the energy there. But if you're sitting in hey, I'm in a pretty good space, I've got some heart stuff going on, I think I'd like to try to push myself through and be a little bit of a warrior, and do some breath work to help release. Breath work is fantastic as a form of somatic release. So it really helps purge out some of the traumas that may be lodged in there. So check out the breath work. There's a couple in there by a couple different people that do hour-long intensive breath works. And so you lock yourself in your room, you tell your family, I'm going to be doing some breath work and maybe making some funny sounds and maybe even crying. Leave me be, I'll be fine. Put your headphones on, get a blindfold or something to get some sensory deprivation happening, and then have at it. And I mean, this is warrior work, like real hardcore. Some of those breath works, they're pretty amazing. And then at the end of it, you're just going to be like, oh, I am like flying, I am floating, I am feeling good, I'm feeling energized, I'm feeling like I could take over the world, I am feeling powerful. I have done some of those breath works, and 10 minutes in, I'm bawling like a baby and just purge, but then you just keep on going to the best of your ability, and then afterwards you're like, whoa, that's the best work I've ever done. So our giraffe is telling us to ascend higher, that giraffe energy. Get as high as you can into upper type of atmosphere, and work on that heart chakra a little bit to help us come better into a balance with their shadow and light aspects of self. So those, oh yes, very painful chest. I have a massager, and it gets into all the intercostal muscles and really softens it up. Otherwise, if you have access to a hot tub with some jets that you can sit in and go to the gym and just the back area or upper back area, wonderful. Jets, hydrotherapy is fantastic. Next up, we're going to move into, yes, if you can't do the breath work yet, then stick to low, slow, deep belly breathing. The same. Depending on where you are in your journey, low, slow, deep belly breathing. So today, because I am trying to have a little bit more fun with this, I've pulled out my Lord of the Rings tarot deck. And I love this. I have 2 tarot decks. Otherwise, I generally stick to Oracle, because Oracle has more pictographs, and I find pictographs easier to, and artwork easier to read, to channel from, whereas some of these tarot decks, their artwork is limited. So let's see what comes out for us today. I might have to refer to the book, which isn't even a book. It's a very strange... but let's see what and that wants to come out right away, and that wants to come out. So we're going to take those 2. Okay. Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups, and I am going to refer to the guide for the 8 of Cups just to see. And we also have the Lovers. Ooh. Well, isn't that wonderful? Probably here, Arwen and Aragon. That's nice. The 6 is the number there. Do we have any other numbers that have popped up yet? No, nothing. Just so we've got 8 of Cups, and I'm going to hop in here because this is very specific. And I can't remember all of these ones, so there's less intuitive and more referring. So cups, cups, cups. Eight of Cups. Those who touch the ring know it offers power, but at what cost? The 8 of Cups finds you staring into your own future at something emotionally unsatisfying. Something that doesn't bring you any happiness. And you have the opportunity to walk away. Instead of welcoming a destructive force, explore the things that bring you peace and satisfaction and welcome them into your life. So empowered change, empowered shifts. This comes as a little bit of a warning that if you're stuck in something that your soul is not happy with, be forewarned that a tower will be imminent. So it's saying to you, leave on your terms, or Spirit is going to take care of it for you. And those of us that have been on this journey for some times know that the inevitable is inevitable. And when Spirit has decided, soul has decided that something is not in your highest and greatest good, then it is going to be taken away from you. So do you want to take it away from yourself so that you can say, listen, I can see where this is going. I'm going to take control of this now. I'm going to take the action steps that are required, and I'm going to use my courage, because we had courage that came out, and follow my heart. Also messages that in here, because I know this is no longer in alignment with me. Otherwise, if you stay the course, it's like being on a train that you know is going to crash. And a train slows down a little bit and you're like, I think I better jump off now, because if I don't, what's going to be down the road is going to be a lot more wreckage. So your terms or soul's terms, either way, when you have certain fated situations in your soul's contract. So you've signed a contract that said these things are happening. Your soul knows it. Your soul may be warning you by your vibe going, I dread going into this job. It's killing me. Or opposite, you're like, I hate coming home. It's so miserable. And you can try to fight it. listen, I am the queen of trying to fight these things, but when something is not meant for you, it will, one way or another, it's going to vamoose. It's going to leave. And so the next card up here is we have the Lovers. So this is very good. We have new energy perhaps coming into us, the divine connections. And this is a beautiful card. And you'll remember from the movie, they spent a lot of time apart. Aragorn and, is it Aragorn? Yes, and Arwen spent a lot of time apart before they were able to finally come together. They both went off on their own journeys and their own ventures. And this is very much the story of, you could look at it from the perspective of the twin flames in that each needs to go off and do their own work before a divine partnership comes in. And I'm not saying that all twins are destined to be together, because that is not the case. I am saying that what is destined to come to you, this type of energy, will come into your life once you've gone off and done your own journeying, your own work, your own missions. Each has to do their own stuff and has different responsibilities in this ascension path that we're currently on. See, we go back to the original card. We're walking alone. They're not walking in partnership just yet. But so when they get through this gateway and through this portal, divine partnerships and divine connections are in the future, in the cards. They're in the cards. They're in the cards for you. So that's a beautiful energy coming in. Let's next hop into Doreen Virtue's Life Purpose Oracle cards. And this, thank you very much, Stephanie, was a gift to me for doing some oracle reads for her. And if you want to gift me an oracle deck, the way to do that is in the description below. I have my Amazon list, because it's always fun to get new cards. And it's a little bit of a special treat for me. So I thank you for any of the donations that I have had, and thank you, Stephanie, for this. I know you will be watching this later on. And so let's go into here. Hello, 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 and there we go. We've got more flowers. Okay. We have working with flowers opens your heart. So again, more heart chakra stuff at play. So our chakras that we're working with for the 7-Sever portal are crown chakra and heart chakra. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life's purpose. So that, we were talking of use your courage to follow your heart. So flower essences and flower, I don't know if you use the Bach flower remedies. If you're experiencing, what's coming to me right now is if you're experiencing a lot of anxiety on this path, Bach rescue remedy is something that is being told to me to shout out to you as an excellent resource to help soothe and calm. Otherwise, all kinds of calming teas, your chamomile teas, if you're going through a tumultuous time, use the essence of something light and delicate to bring back in balance. I use a lot of different teas. I drink tea throughout the day, chamomiles, lavenders, valerian root if perhaps you're struggling with sleep. So we're being advised right now that the best thing for us is to not be heavy-handed with our approach to our healing, but to be a little bit softer and gentler with our approach to healing, and bring in things that may assist. If you're going through a spiritual crisis right now, and things are looking very dark, St. John's wort is a wonderful flower. Do not take warning if you're on any pharmaceuticals. If you're not on any pharmaceuticals and you're pharmaceutical free, but you're really struggling and you're like, what's happening? St. John's wort is a good one to try. Otherwise, go to your grocery store, into the health food section, and check out the tea department. And there's calming teas, soothing teas, restful teas, help your tummy teas, flowers is an excellent resource and tool that you can be using, as well as aromatherapy. These are beautiful scents that God gave us to help us calm. So utilizing an aromatherapy burner, lavender, frankincense, rose, if you're really wanting to connect with heart energy, rose oil is fantastic. So the two aromas that I'm going to shout out today is rose and frankincense primarily, because we've got the crown chakra, frankincense, and we've got heart chakra, rose, are two, or as I said already, eucalyptus if you want to breathe more, which is also heart chakra. So there's a couple essences of flowers that can be utilized in your healing journey to help assist you on the path. So next up, I treated myself to a new deck as well when I hit my 1,000 people. And I love this deck. It's called the Self-Care Inspirational card deck. However, the cards are huge and there's way too many of them. So it's very difficult to shuffle when you have elf-size hands like mine. So we're going to have to go on an angle and see how we get on here. Yes, some decks are fantastic when it comes to shuffling, and that makes a good deck. So I'm taking points away at this one. Is that one single solitary card? It is. They're just so thick. So we have reflection. It's time for us to reflect a little bit. And again, purple, violet hues, crown chakra, that's what's coming up. And it says, be patient with yourself. Self-growth is tender. It's holy ground. There is no greater investment. I'm liking that they chose to use the word investment because oftentimes I know on my own healing journey, because my divine masculine was highly activated, my masculine energy within me, my comfort zone in my previous life was to be in work. If I'm working, I'm proving myself and therefore I'm worthy. And so when Spirit was like, okay, here's your karma debt that you owe us 1,476 hours of rest, I was not a happy camper. And I'm like, I don't like being in my bed all the time. I'm not liking this. I'm frustrated. I'm not worthy. I'm not valuable. But you are. All of those things. And so we need to invest in ourselves. Invest that we are the investment. We are the business. We are, so we think of it as like, yeah, I can put money and time and energy into a business venture because that's going to produce something. But we don't think of ourselves as our own business venture when that's actually what we are. Because when we do the work and do the 1,647 hours of rest that we owe karma, what we're doing is we're healing. You're doing deep, profound healing when you're in a restful state. So allowing yourself to rest, allowing yourself to recover, allowing yourself to sleep in and take it easy, and all the feminine energies of nurturing to counterbalance. Remember, we need to counterbalance the both energies, that yin yang, masculine, feminine, allowing yourself because it's an investment in you. Where I was 5 years ago wouldn't have been able to physically manage what I'm doing now. So I had to go through the healing process because on a cellular level, you're doing deep, profound work. You're working hard. So next time you're giving yourself a guilt trip, or you're beating yourself up, or you're frustrated because you're stuck in bed for a period of time, which is part of this awakening journey, say to yourself, oh, I'm currently investing in myself. So while you're lying there, that's what you're doing. You're investing in stuff. And that quote is from Stephen Covey, which is an excellent self-help dude. And then we have a little practice here. It says, before bed, recite the following affirmation 5 times. I am a work in progress. Today, I am stronger than yesterday. And tomorrow, I will be stronger than today. So I will repeat. I am a work in progress. I say that all the time. That's kind of like one of my things. Today, I am stronger than yesterday. And tomorrow, I will be stronger than today. So there, write that down. And that's something that you can do if you're fighting and resisting the challenge that is this awakening path. So that's a nice thing to do. So we're to just go back to where we all the way through. We're going to allow ourselves to take baby steps. It's going to take time. Remember, divine time is island time. We're going to do one action step at a time, and achieve one things. We're not going to give up. There is no giving up. There is no off ramp. You can't. You actually can't. Even if you want to, and you'll be like, please make this awakening stop. There is no off ramp. So we're going to keep moving because it doesn't matter what other people are thinking. And if you're feeling pressure from other people, you're going to just tell them to, when you go through it, come back and see me. How about that? Okay, and we're going to connect in crown chakra to the spiritual stuff that's happening and really focus on our beliefs. Our belief that we're being led somewhere better, our belief in soul, our belief in higher spirit. We're digging deep to do more shadow work and use our courage to bring ourselves in and out of the waving energy that brings us in through the dark and back into the light repetitively. We're going to do heart chakra work and focus on heart chakra for a little bit over the next couple of weeks. We are going to face bravely the stuff that's not working for us anymore and start making real action steps and real progress towards extricating ourselves from situations that don't serve our highest and greatest good anymore. And ask yourself that question: is this serving my highest and greatest good? Is my heart happy here? Is my soul happy here? And if it's not the case, then it's time to kind of as the saying goes, pull your big girl panties up and face the challenges head on and be honest and communicative about them, because better things are coming. More loving energy is presented for you. And this doesn't necessarily just mean loving energy in regards to marriage or things like that. This can, well, I won't certainly do that again, but this could be loving partnerships in regards to business arrangement, loving family situations that are coming back together, loving situations that are reciprocated energy, reciprocal. If it's not reciprocal and you're not meeting each other at midpoint of the bridge, it's time to get rid of it, because this is old, this is new. Old, new. Which one do you want? Do you want to be stuck in the old, or do you want to venture forth into the new? Because you deserve the new. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to have reciprocal energy. You deserve to have partnership. You deserve to have whatever love, compassion, and everything else that you're bringing to the table to be matched. So think of it as at that investment that I said. You're sitting at your board meeting, at your board table, and you're saying, okay, this is what I have to bring to the table. What do you have to bring to the table? Oh, no, the old me would settle for just that much. You're going to have to come back with a better offer. Once you're done, you go back and negotiate your terms, and then come back and see if we've got a better offer going on here. Because moving forward, we're going to be a lot more gentle with ourselves. Not using harsh energies, using soft, subtle, gentle energies to bring about the changes and the shifts that we need in a much more loving, kind, gentle way. And we're going to understand that this is a process. We have to be patient. It's a work in progress. There's not like a final destination of, yay, I'm here, I've made it, it's over, all is good. It's going to be continued, but we're stepping into some lighter stuff, lighter, gentler stuff. And so being gentle with ourselves is, we can't be angry with ourselves and expect gentle energy. We need to be gentle with ourselves so we can get gentle energy. So how we treat ourselves is all good. Now, because I just feel like it, I'm going to pull one more card that I wasn't anticipating, but Spirit is saying, let's not forget to get a bitch slap from the universe, because we're having a little bit of fun with this one, and we'll see what comes up. And then I will answer, and there we go. I will answer any questions that anybody has. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to put them into the chat, and I will answer them. Or if anybody who's here today wants a card pulled from them and on any particular deck, do a shout out and say, hey, can you pull me one more card from one of these decks? Or if you know some of my other decks, because you've been watching me, then shout it out and I'll pull a card for you. So the last card is, I like it. It's a good way to end. Stop denying it. You are fucking awesome. There you go. That's the final message from Spirit today is stop denying it. You are fucking awesome. And you are. So there you go. We had one final message that needed to be said, and that one was it. So I'm going to take any questions. Yes. I'm glad that you we are stronger today than we were yesterday. Yes, we are stronger. Every day we're getting stronger and stronger and stronger. It is getting better. It is, slowly but surely. Anybody have any questions, comments, want a card pulled from any particular deck? Now's the time to do it. And I'm going to take a glass of water because that was a lot of talking really quickly. It's quiet on the chat. I'll give one more minute. Everybody good? Oh, here we go. I have a question. Can I read out your question? Because, okay. I'm not going to read it out. I'm going to leave it private. So this one's for Yvonne. I'm just seeing which I'm drawn to which deck. Okay. I'm pulling from the Sacred Destiny Oracle for Yvonne. Oh, she's saying, yes, I can. Wait, yes. So Yvonne's question is, she's not sure whether to leave her scale marriage, but she has no home or money. Can you pull a card? So we're pulling a card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and there's one that flied out. And the answer to your question is adventures. So I think you kind of already know the answer to your question, that the opposite of stale is adventures. So finding, I think that's leaning pretty heavily to go towards going to literally flying the coop. You can see a whole lot of birds taking off in flight here, and these are very colorful parrots. And one sitting amongst the flowers. So another message of flowers coming through here. So I would advise from this card, sit in stillness and ask Spirit to please guide my exit from this. How is it that I am supposed to, please show me the way, show me the steps, show me the baby steps that I'm supposed to take so that I can go and experience more adventures and allow for greater flow in my life. In the background of this card, we have waterfall spirit, waterfall energy coming in, which is flow. It's fast flow. So this could very much mean that once you start asking spirit, show me the way, show me how, show me get out, things are going to start to happen quickly. Once that initial over the lip, things will begin to happen quickly, and moving into something more abundant. Jungle energy coming in here is all about abundance and growth and adventure, and we've got colors represented here of a lot of green, so heart chakra stuff definitely coming in, as well as rooting in something new. Some red energies coming in, as well as solar plexus. So it's going to take action steps. It's going to take, maybe those small steps at a time to bring you into something that's going to allow you greater freedom, a little less stale, and a little bit more adventure, I think is what your soul is calling for. And we had another one up. So I would appreciate a card, no question, just guidance on my divine life path of what I should be seeing that I may not. Okay. Divine life path. Right, okay. I'm going to hop into the divine, since it's convenient having them all here on my nifty shelf that I built for myself. So I'm going into the Divine Animals Oracle, which is a different oracle deck, and we're going to see what comes up. And if anybody else has any more questions, okay, nice. Feel free to throw them on there. We've got card number 29, and Prosperity Peacock is the card that's coming in here for love of all creation. And so what we're seeing here is definitely an abundance, a plethora of new growth, of energy, and everything else that's built upon wisdom. It's built upon stillness. We've got the picture here of, I think she's a Hindu woman, to be honest with you, with her red dot on the third eye. So utilizing the energy of your intuitive knowing of what you're going to pull yourself towards, it's going to bring about greater prosperity. So your life path is trying to move you into something that's a little bit more showy, even something that's going to allow for greater growth and greater creativity, something that sparkles is what's coming to me, because there's a lot of sparkle in this energy here. Unconditional love of it, like a passion, a real passion towards it, and something that's connected high with spirit. So many eyes in this, like the peacock has all these eyes that very much tie into, the Turkish or the Greek, the evil eye symbol of that third eye. So whatever it is that you are meant for is using some of these spiritual gifts that you're given, your gift of sight, to see something maybe not others may perceive the same way that you do, and utilizing that to create something altogether brand new. And peacock energy is a beautiful energy. Show yourself for who you truly are. Expand yourself as far and as wide as you can be by tapping in to the intuitive knowing that's coming there. So that's a really pretty card there. So, and these cards work for anybody else who's watching, just because they're pulled for one person. We are a collective, so there is a collective energy at play. So, a lot of the things that we may be facing for all of us needs to have a greater sense of adventure to come back into our life, that's also going to bring about greater prosperity. Lots of growth. I'm seeing growth, flowers, all of this is fantastic. We've got a lot of flower energy that's coming in today. So connect to the florals. realm as much as you can. Even if that's in your garden, go out and do some gardening and things like that to just connect with the energy, or use flowers in any which way you can, aromatherapy, teas, these types of things. Because there's lessons in every realm, right, that can be brought in for us. And I think we all would like to have a little bit more fun. A little bit more fun and a little bit more security and feeling prosperous would be good for everybody. So any more questions? We have much love and gratitude. Thank you. Yes, the shared information for us all, as we are all one. Yes, indeed, we are all one. So if that is it for everyone, I'm going to say thank you, and thank you for joining me today. For those that are joining me in the live, we'll see you again next Sunday at the same time. Same bat channel, same bat place, and we'll see where the energies have led us next week. I think things are going to lighten up a little bit because I believe Mercury we're out of the Mercury retrograde shadow period, so things might start to feel a little bit more effervescent and a little bit lighter for us. Please, thank you. That'd be lovely. And I'm sending you all of my love. And if you want to book a private read with me, the way to do that is in the description below. All my reads are done by donation or any of my other services. If you want to donate a deck to keep things fresh, or just donate because you like what I do, the way to do that is in the description below. And I'm sending you all of my absolute love. See, pink heart chakra energy. Even I'm wearing that today. Haha. And with that said, I'm going to say peace out to all of you, and wish you all very happy manifestation in this serious gateway. Manifest, manifest, manifest. Go for it. Go for it. Manifest good, beautiful, wonderful, prosperous things. Take care. Now I have to figure